today we're going to be reading Baking Day at Grandma's House.
Okay.
What do you think they're doing right now?
Baking
Baking what? What's it look like?
cookies.
Cookies? What do you think they wear when they bake cookies? What are those?
Little just things. I don't
Aprons?
know. Aprons.
Have you ever worn an apron?
Uh-huh.
When?
When I made cookie with you last year?
Yeah. You know what that apron's for?
Yeah. In case you don't get stuff all over you.
Good job. Now, when you go to your grandma's house, do you ever bake?
Yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
What do you make?
I make cookies and cereal and chicken and soup.
Chicken noodle soup?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Is it fun?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do when you make cookies? Do you have to mix a bunch of ingredients together? And
Yeah.
do you ever have a certain day that you go and bake? Like
Yeah.
when it's close to Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be kind of like a baking day, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a word in here that's going to be kind of hard that we use over and over again. So for us to ensure that we know what the word is, we're going to write it a couple of times, okay?
Okay.
So the word is day. How do you spell it?
D-A-Y.
Good job. So let's write that a couple of times.
Name.
Yeah, let's write it a couple times.
Okay.
This will help you remember that you're saying the word day. You know, it's kind of hard to write on the bed. Good job. All right, do it one more time.
Okay.
You were doing so good. Okay, now when we read the book, I want you to tell me every time you see the word day. Okay?
Oh, that smells good.
The Sharpie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, how do you spell day?
D-A-Y.
Good job. Okay, so every time we see that in here, you tell me. Okay? Baking day at Grandma's. So here we go. It's baking.
It's baking time.
No, baking
Cookies.
day. See, D-A-Y. It's baking day. It's baking day at Grandma's.
D-A-Y.
Yep. So how many times do you see that word on the paper?
1, 2, 3.
Good job. Bundle up. It's time to go out across the drifts of snow.
Time to go bake.
Yep.
Cookies.
Past the pond so smooth and clear, little cottage drawing near.
Mm-hmm.
Knock, knock, knock on Grandma's door. Hear her pat across the floor. Plant a giant kiss on Grandma's nose. Cozy fire, warming toes. It's baking.
D-A-Y.
What's that spell?
Baking.
Day.
Baking day.
Okay, it's baking day. It's baking.
Day.
It's baking
Baking day.
day at Grandma's. So how many times again? 1.
1, 2, 3.
Good job.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Mhm.
6, 7.
Pass out aprons. 1, 2, 3. Grandma reads the recipe. Flour, sugar, butter, eggs. Stand on chairs with tippy legs.
Tippy legs, what do you mean?
Wooden spoon and measuring cup. Mix the batter, stir it up. Fold it gently in the pan. Lick the spoon because we can. What color is that? What do you think they're making?
Chocolate cake.
Yeah.
Or brownies.
Maybe. It's baking.
Time.
No,
Baking day.
it's baking.
Baking day, baking day, baking day.
Yep, so 3. It's baking day. Stop. Hop down from the tippy chair. Smell the sweetness in the air. 1 hot cocoa at each place. Frosty windows, smiley face.
Why do they write a smiley face?
I don't know. Old-time music, soft and sweet, skipping notes and tapping feet, learning songs that Grandma sings when the kitchen timer rings. It's baking.
Time. Baking day.
It's baking.
Baking day, baking day, baking day, baking day.
Yep, it's baking day at Grandma's.
Baking day.
Flip the pan and out it pops. Cut it squares and frost the tops. Add some sprinkles, wrap each one, tie a ribbon, nearly done.
It's gonna be a cake.
Nope, it looks like it's brownies. Mm-hmm. Tasty treats in pretty bags, each one marked with little tags. Coats and boots, hats and gloves, the hugs we know that Grandma loves.
Hey.
What?
Do we live at the grandma's?
That'd be cool, wouldn't it? It's baking.
It's baking day, baking day, baking day.
It's baking day, it's baking day, it's baking day at Grandma's.
Baking day. Baking day.
Walking under the moon, back to visit Grandma soon. The end. And there, that's the recipe to make Grandma's chocolate cake.
What does that say?
That's the recipe.
What does that say?
So, how do we spell day?
D-A-M-I.
Good job.
Yeah! Can I go back to playing